Wow, another week, another guest, another week gone by and leading our way. It's unbelievable how many weeks we're up to. I don't even know how many weeks we're up to. It's crazy. It's Friday, and we're wrapping up our incredible week with Melissa Thomson in this final segment. We're bringing it all together, though, from morning routines that transform your day to finding joy in the midst of life challenges. Melissa shares her most valuable and powerful insights on self-leadership and personal transformation. If you've been following all week, though, you know this is going to be special. If you're just joining us, though, please make sure you go back and catch up on all the full series here on the playlist. The links are just below, and press the button subscribe as well. That's a really vital button to press. Trust me, you don't want to miss a single moment. Anyway, enjoy the episode and come back next week for an amazing guest as well. Have a nice weekend. So how do you set yourself up, before we come to the end then, so how do you set yourself up? How do you have a calming presence for the day to, I suppose, have a great day? Because morning routines actually comes up on this podcast quite a lot. And obviously your centered approach to everything, you must do something.
Yeah, and I'd preface this by saying, and having experienced this, and I don't know if you have as a parent as well, but being a mum of two little ones really close together for many years, I love the morning. That's my preferred routine time to get my day going. Yeah. That was impossible with, kids getting up at 4:30, and that became the routine, entering into the joy of that connection and being playful and surrendering to that as a stage instead of getting frustrated about, which I know lots of parents can feel like frustrated about, that's my time, need for space. So really embracing that and going, well, the nighttime or lunchtime, when there's this is my time. So I just want to acknowledge that it's shifted over the years, depending on the stage, because my kids come first, with me, but we're connected. Now, what works really well is, morning routine, up 5:15, a bit of meditation, cuddle the dog. Some mornings meditation's hard because the dogs and the cats are all going and playing, everyone's awake and lively. So it's joining in on that loving connection instead. Feed the animals, go to the gym or a walk on the beach with a friend. If it's hard to connect with friendships in a busy world, I've made time with some of my best girlfriends to go for a walk at 5:30. We watch the sunrise together, we walk the dogs, and that's our time to catch up at the start of the day. Beautiful. And so for me, I'm really passionate about, and something I teach in an online course I've created about the foundations of joy, is the importance of prioritizing the things that you really value, that light you up, that give you energy, and trusting that in doing that, the ripple effect on the rest of your day, on the people around you, is just so powerful. Yeah. So for me, those moments are really important to prioritize. Yeah, movement, time with the animals, riding the horses, time with my kids,
It's being content, isn't it?
Yeah, and accepting the phases that you're in and the stages that you're in, because it just shifts and changes constantly. And I think we try and hold on or make really tight this stage and this routine right now, and then all of a sudden it's changed again, and then there's frustration because but it's when you accept it's a moving beast, and just do your best to carve out the time in the day that you can. It's one thing you can have control of, and makes you feel good, and whatever that looks like, it's different for everybody. Some people might hate the gym, but everyone can benefit from being in nature though.
Absolutely. And exercise doesn't have to mean going to the gym. Exercise could be a nice, again, it depends on the individual and where they're currently at. But if they're not walking, go for a 5-minute walk. If they're walking 15 minutes, walk 20. You might want to go for a gentle jog. Pick up on like that. It's again, going back to being uncomfortable, isn't it? Falling in love with being uncomfortable. Paul Taylor, my former guest, the author of Death by Comfort, we talk about that a lot in his episode, and I really try and make myself uncomfortable because it chips away and it builds resilience, but it builds upon being able to deal with difficult situations better, because they're always going to come. The storms are always going to come, and I want to be prepared for those storms. I always try to chip away at being uncomfortable. I do cold plunges every morning. Yeah. Love it. Changed my life.
Yes.
Absolutely changed my life. Quickly before... Oh, God. Yeah, go on.
just a little another consideration to building strength, I suppose, through discomfort. I would also offer that you can build a heck of a lot of strength through tapping into and softening into your heart. And when you tap into your heart wisdom and you always let that guide you, when you get to quiet the voices down in your mind and the busyness of the mind and the to-dos and the plans and the trajectory and the goals and the wishes, and you just get all of that out of your mind and drop into the heart and see what is actually living there, what excites me, what wants to be expressed. When you can hold fast to that, checking into that got me through some of the toughest times of my life, more so than, it gave me the strength and the clarity that I could put my boots on and keep my boots on and stand in the mud and, fight the fight, even while my father was dying of a terrible illness, at the same time as this legal battle. Like, there were the worst times that I could have, muscled up and got tough with, but actually I needed to just keep checking back into, is this right? Is this fight still worth fighting?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, keep going,
What was your father dying the toughest time of your life?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I ask when that happened?
Yeah, he died on Christmas Day 2022,
Oh my
a
Lord.
couple of years ago.
Christmas Day.
Yeah, I know.
I
5:39.
don't remember you telling me that, by the way. You got
Yeah,
me off on that one.
he got leukemia, like a really aggressive kind, a 1 in a million TPLL, they call it. And but really fought, like wanted to live. He was only 65, loves
Yeah.
his kids, family man, was on the school board. We were colleagues, we were friends. We lived 3 minutes away. Our whole family's really close. And so watching him, caring for him, seeing his suffering, it was horrendous.
How
In
long
the
did he
end,
suffer for?
7 months from
Eh,
his diagnosis. He was sick for a while, but from the time he was diagnosed, it was 7 months.
Yeah. Wow.
But he couldn't see in the end. I won't even, yeah, it was not good.
No, yeah.
And that was at the same time as the legal battle was going on with the school. So it was like the most high pressure, high stress, awful stuff. And I could have given up, definitely burnt out.
Yeah.
But it was just coming back that whole time and anchoring into, is this right? Do we keep this battle going? Do we stay in this role? Exhausted, but yeah, it was right. And we came through the other side of that. We lost Dad, but everything resolved with the school. And now it's like this new kind of phase of, I feel him with me. He's with me.
Yeah.
I know he's here.
Yeah.
And yeah.
With I've forgotten what the question was. The power of this podcast. What I've learned through my journey in the power of the podcast is that I realized I wasn't alone. And what did you? Because I really want people, the viewers. There'll be viewers who are either going through what you went through or have been through it too. So this is where a lot of people will be able to take something away from you again. What did you do to navigate yourself through that difficult part of your journey then? Apart from being busy with the school.
Yeah, no, drew on a lot of strength of family connection and humor, dark humor, honestly, intentionally cultivating joy, sharing funny videos, cat videos, me, just trying to keep some sort of sense of lightness.
Yeah, I love that.
And then deliberately, intentionally connecting with people who understood. So close friends who had also traveled that journey.
Yeah.
Because there's so much in feeling understood and actually feeling acknowledged and really seen. I mean, as for individuals and people, you can really feel when someone sees you and sees the real you. You can feel it. And when someone can see and understand what you're going through at that level, well, you don't have to explain it. They just know because they've been through it.
Lived experiences, right?
Yeah.
So powerful.
So it was supportive to have that around, and honestly to keep busy and distracted with, the work. That was sort of a blessing in some way to not collapse into it so much.
Yeah.
But afterwards, in the grief and the depths of the grief, again, it was those certain specific connections that with family in my case, and a few close friends who'd experienced that. That was really helpful. Time in nature, also being at the beach. The other thing that helped was writing for me, songwriting. I actually learned an instrument, learned how to play the saxophone, joined a band.
That's my favourite. I want to learn the saxophone. That's my favourite.
Just do it, Andy.
I'm trying to find the extra time in the 24-hour period.
Yeah, I didn't have it either, but it came. And even somewhere in all of that, one night a week I'd go and learn with these old guys who 2 of them were deaf. It was so funny. They're great musicians. And we ended up creating a band and we got paid to go and do gigs. We played at the Blues and Roots Festival here. I mean, it was
Get your
fun.
saxophone. Come on. Get it on there.
No, I sold it. I lost Dad and then I was like, gave up all. It was a healing modality through that time.
Yeah.
Singing, music, and it's because it's light.
Yeah.
Like it's that actual frequency of uplift. So I'm not one for pushing emotions away and saying you need to skim over things. I think there's you need to be able to be with what's present, but there is a point where you need to be able to not dwell in it either.
Of course,
and to know the power of acknowledging things and also being able for things to exist simultaneously. You can simultaneously experience grief and at the same time be joyful and excited about something.
Yeah.
That's a whole other podcast. But knowing that exists at the same time and drawing on that and cultivating more of it intentionally was helpful.
I think I dwelled on my side. I was a victim for a very long time, and I was actually a victim for a very long time. But in my own head, I probably, if I know what I know now, if I was to go through something very similar, I 100% don't believe I'd go through it. But I could be very wrong, because I was 32 and I was very confident. I never thought anything would get in my way in the way it did, and I was very wrong. So I don't 100% know, but I'd like to believe with what I know now, how I prepare myself, I'd be ready for that. Now, does it mean I'll be ready for something else? I don't know, a death or whatever, me getting ill? Maybe not. But I'm just relating it to the scenario that I went through. I probably would be better prepared. But who knows? Could be wrong. And so advice from you then, we've got nature, we've got sitting in your emotions, we've also got playing instruments. But, funny note, go and watch some funny videos.
True.
Never had that piece of advice before. We've got a new one for leading our own way.
There's
Love
hilarious cat videos if you look for them.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Right. Well, I'm going to get people to tune into I'm going to hold the photo up now and I'll pop onto the screen when I do the editing later, but the Heart-Led Leader podcast, tune into Melissa. Get into it. I'll put it all in the show notes. Go and subscribe to her channel. Make sure you listen to it after you listen to my episodes. I'm joking. Go and listen to it. It'll be amazing. And I wish you good luck in your journey. If a quick one then, if people are going to tune in, people know why I'd like them to tune into my podcast, but why would you like people to join and listen to your podcast?
Yeah, for inspiration to help really understand and embody that sense of self-leadership and to know that you have the power within you to cultivate courage, to express your truest, most authentic self through listening to your heart and then having, the courage and the will to act on it. And that's how we're going to create transformation in the world. And you have the power to transform your world in the way that you want to. That's what I want people to know and experience.
Beautiful. Before I answer my 3 final questions then, if there's anything that you think we've missed from your journey or you think that's really important to share, is there anything we've missed, do you think?
Not that's coming through. Yeah.
No, cool. I always ask that question. It's very, very standard of me. I stole it off the diary of the CEO, that question. If there's anything we've missed, what would it be?
It's a great coaching question. Yeah.
Actually, there was something you were doing before. The cards. Can you show us the cards? Are you willing to do that?
Oh, sure. I have so many cards. I
came online, everybody, and she was playing. I thought she was playing cards with herself.
I'd already tuned into 2 other card decks. The cards are just another way that there's lots of different ways you can access your own heart wisdom, right? One's through connecting in nature. One's just through your breath and listening in and dropping out of the mind, which you can develop through meditation or mindfulness practices. Sometimes it's automatic writing in a journal, I don't even know what to write. You can start writing that if you don't know what to write, and then just see what starts flowing. Set a timer for a few minutes and see what flows out.
Yeah.
Empty your mind, get to your heart. And another way I love to access is, through different card decks. So this is a beautiful one actually from Catherine Hocking. I don't get affiliate, I'm not an affiliate, or I just love them. And these are really good for people in business.
Oh, nice.
Let's check it out. Anyway.
Very cool. Yeah, beautiful.
The message tonight was about expansion, Andy.
Ooh, show us. Briefly explain what you mean by that then.
Well, expanding, it would be like asking questions like how can I expand myself or my business? At a base level. What else does it say? My business expands when I expand myself. How do I need to expand my business so it can flourish?
You're expanding yourself, aren't you?
Pardon?
You're expanding yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But when I ask and tune in, it's what's what's the message needed for right now for this experience? It's expansion.
Love it. Love it. Right. Future plans. What are your future plans? I want the viewers to understand that this is not the end. We're not here just because we're doing the podcast. This is it. What's the future plans for you going forward?
Yeah, for me, just diving into leadership coaching, helping to transform organizations, helping people transform, helping create the new in the world, and more speaking events and creating courses. I've created a little online course called Joy is Medicine. It's $27. It's just a little foundational course to help people access the foundations of joy. And I enjoyed that process. So I'd love to create some more so that it's just accessible for people to tap into. So yeah, that's where I'm going to be spending my time.
Nice. Well, if you want to send me the links and I can put it in the show notes and then people can just click
Andy.
to it, directly get to it, that would be amazing. Yeah. Piece of advice for anyone that can connect with the journey of this podcast in the last hour and 10, 15 minutes. What piece of advice could you give to those people as a generic piece?
It might sound cliche, but I really mean it. Just come back to your heart.
Yeah.
When we take the time to connect in to ourselves, you might call that alignment. When we take time to be aligned and really be intentional about aligning ourselves, not just being stuck in the head, not either being all stuck in the heart either, and not using your brain. It's actually aligning your head, your heart, wisdom with your hands, with the doing and the will to get things done. You can create anything in the world and you will.
Look at what you're doing and look at what we're doing with the podcasts. I never thought I'd do this.
Yeah, exactly. And see, that's inspiration that drops in when there's space for that to happen. When there's no space within us because we're full of goals, dreams, wishes, plans, to-do lists, roles, responsibilities, inspiration can't have space to drop in. Visions don't come. And we have to intentionally make the space, and we do that by connecting in, by doing things we love, by prioritizing feeling good and joyful. And then these beautiful inspirations and visions can be brought in, and then we can bring them to life.
Love it. Absolutely. Yeah. Your purpose, it's usually very clear by this point, but I always ask the guest to put it into one simple liner. What is your purpose, Mel?
To help people embody their sense of self-leadership so they can create transformation in their world.
Put that on the website. Love it.
Thanks for asking that.
I asked that. It's one of my cliche questions. Well, thank you, Mel. Thanks for joining me on Leading Our Own Way. Such a pleasure to have you on the show. You're welcome back anytime. And it's been very inspirational. I know a lot of people will be able to take pieces away from you and put it into their life, whether they're in that pivotal moment, that messy moment. And that's the whole point of the podcast, is to give pieces to them so they can implement it into their life, some shape, some way off, some shape or form. So thank you for joining me tonight. And it's been such a pleasure. And I know we'll keep chatting and keep enjoying the journey together.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. Welcome back anytime, like I said. But to everybody else, tune in. Please share the show. Get it out there to the world. Until next week, though, keep leading your own way. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you then.
Thank you.
Bye. Thanks for listening and watching Leading Our Own Way. So we can stay together forever and share more incredible journeys, please subscribe to the channel. That way you won't miss next week's episode and what that amazing guest has to offer to the world. Please support Leading Our Own Way and we'll get you on next week's episode.